Alright guys, hi, my name's Jacob. I'm one of the account managers here at PlusHeat. I just thought it would be a good idea to give you a recording of how to use our software via the desktop system. I have recorded one for engineers directly that use the app, but I know we work with a lot of contracting teams that have an internal admin team, and they also assist us and log all the information via our system. So I don't want to make this long-winded. I just want to cover the basics because on this system there is a lot of stuff that we don't do and is not required. So I'm just going to show you how to simplify things and how to use it how we require you to, and maybe just add some value and show you the simple way of operating throughout this software. So let's just keep it simple. Here is the dashboard. This is what you'll see. You may have it set up already if we already work with you, and if the workflow you use works well for you, then great. But if you're a new contractor that we've partnered with, then you may want to set it up as you see here, because I believe this will be the most efficient and easiest way to view everything you need. Now, on the first one here, you can see issues requiring attention. Then you can see here job awaiting a start date. Then you have issue status. So this is based on all issue possible, the status of it. Here we just have one. So we have one awaiting job completion. Here also you'll see it there as an individual one. Jobs that have been completed. So when all jobs that have been completed, you'll see them marked here. Job awaiting job awaiting occupier approval. So if we've put in a time and date, but we need the occupier to approve it, that's where that will be. And I'll give you a little example. If I close this, here is where you can simply just customize this dashboard as what suits your requirements. Um, if you're used to the system, if you want to have a play around with it. But if you did want to set this up, all you would do is you would look for the title here, issue requiring attention, job awaiting a start date, and then you would just wait. You would just look for it here. But some of them may not be there as I've already selected them. And then users, issues requiring action, issues requiring action, and this here will present it in this format with that one. And then the list, this will print it in a list format, this will present it in a pie chart format, and so on. But anyway, that's just the technicalities of it. Let's just go straight into it. So once you have it set up, as I said, I would recommend you follow these steps that I've got here. So now a job's been instructed to you. So you would go here, it would pop up here. Once we ring you and say, hey, can you assist us with this job? You agree to it, we'll send it through to you, and here you'll see you can go to issues requiring attention, break it down. Here, the second one was sent 2 weeks ago. The reason why it's acquiring attention is because it's waiting to be marked as complete, awaiting job completion. As you can see, if you click on this one, you just have to mark it as complete, but we'll get into that in a second. So this one here, I've just instructed it as a test. So we've called you, we've asked you, can you assist us? You said yes. We've sent the job through. It will pop up in the dashboard here under issues requiring attention, and there we go. So we'll click on that. As you can see, block toilet. We want to know a little bit more details. Let's look. Click on the details tab, and here you have it. You've got the occupier's name, their email address, their contact number, and their address of the property, and some other additional information. Here you have our instruction note. So job description. There's a leak in pipe in the toilet. Contact should be made with the occupier/customer within an hour of receiving a job. Even if you're not going out that day, we just require you to contact them within an hour, so that they're aware that we're on the case and we've established contact and they're happy that we're moving things forward. Please inform the customer that you're calling on behalf of PlusHeat. Obviously, they're a customer of ours. They may not know who you are exactly, so just notify them that you're calling on behalf of PlusHeat and let them know the time and date you'll be attending. Obviously, try and work around your availability and just make sure it's convenient for them. Um, this should be added to this should be added to the system. If you are unable to attend, you must notify us as soon as possible. If the job hasn't been booked in within 24 hours, we will assume no contact has been made and therefore will reassign the job. So we just stress, please contact the customer as soon as possible, just so they're aware of the processes, moving forward, and then also we're aware that you've contacted the customer and everything's up to date. Um, if the job requires parts, please contact us. So obviously we've approved the first hour on site for you to diagnose it. If you can diagnose it and rectify the issue within the hour, brilliant. Proceed. If it needs parts or any additional time, then contact us, give us a quote, or let us know of the situation. But I'm sure you already know of this because we would have established this. But I just want to go over it so everything's clear. If you need to contact us, you can contact us on our free phone customer service line. All invoices need to be sent to finance team at plusheat.co.uk, and that's our address that needs to go on the invoice. And all invoices need to have the job order number, which is here, as our accounting software will pick it up and associate each invoice with a work order. That's that simplified, that's that simple. Now let's go back here. So you've contacted the customer now, you've gone over it, you may have got a little bit more information, you've booked it in. All we need from you, you've got the details, we need you to log in the date and time that you've agreed with the customer. Simple, you click on set appointment date, you're going to attend on, it's a slow drip, it's not an emergency, they're happy, they're busy, you've agreed on Tuesday, so you click Tuesday at any time, you try and do a 2-hour appointment, so let's say between 9 and 11. Has an appointment been agreed with the occupier? Yes, it has, because you spoke to them on the phone, and we'll save that. Now, once you've done that, we will receive a notification on our end letting us know that the appointment has been set. So from when we've sent you the job, if you don't enter the agreed appointment time, we're oblivious to the fact that you've contacted the customer. You can write it in the comments, but all we're going to do then is take the information you've written in the comments and just click on our tab as a contractor from you on our end, because we can do that in the back, and put in the date and time. So you might as well just schedule the date and time in. We'll get a notification, so that way we know you've contacted the customer and we know that they have been made aware of the date and time, and they're happy because obviously we've established that communication with them, and they're aware that we're going to attend at a date and time agreed. Now, if for whatever reason the customer needs to reschedule and they call you or call us and we let you know, all you need to do is just reschedule an appointment. If that's the case, we'll get the notification. But if you want to make a comment, then you can select agent, write to us, or select the contact occupier and write to them. Now, let's just say the dates come. Oh yeah, see, we got the notification there, but I just moved it. But anyway, the dates come. You've gone to the job, you've carried it out. It's all simple. It's done. Now all we require from you is to mark the job as complete, because again, we'll get a notification of this and we don't have to chase you up like what's going on, we haven't heard from you. And if we can't contact you, obviously we don't want to be ringing a customer saying, has the engineer attended, because it just doesn't look professional. So on your end, all you need to do is, let me go back to the dashboard quickly first and show you. So here again, you'll see as you've entered the date and time, now jobs awaiting completion, you've got 2 here, but previously there was 1. Issues requiring attention, that's now moved as well because it falls into here. So let's just go back to the block toilet. So you've gone to the property, you've carried out the work, everything's complete. Engineer's giving you the notification that the job's complete. So all we need from you is to mark the job as complete. You'll come here, the job was done on that day. You don't need to fill out any of this information really, because it's irrelevant really. If there was any complications, you would have rang us, we would have made a note of it. So that's done. All you need to do is come down here, invoice method. Invoice sent outside the system, because you send your invoice to finance team at plusheat.co.uk. You don't put invoices on the system because our finance team deals with it. Cost provided, just say no. Mark is complete. Yes. This job cannot be. I've set the date incorrectly. So let's just say 21. Invoice sent outside the system. Yes. Mark is complete. Confirm. And that's done. So now we've also received a notification that you've marked the job as complete. If we go back to the dashboard, again, that one's been removed because it's not awaiting completion because you've marked the job as complete. So every step of the way, all we require from you is just to enter the date and time and just mark the job as complete. Simple. We don't require you to go in any more detail, anything other than that. We want to keep it streamlined. We want to keep it simple. And in a second, you'll see an email pop up here just giving us a notification that the job is marked as complete. That way, we can contact the customer, get some feedback, make sure they're happy with the work that's been carried out, and once we receive the invoice from you, we'll pay that. If we receive an invoice and the job hasn't been marked as complete, we will not pay it, because we need to know that the job is marked as complete. We can't be calling the customer and asking them, oh, I just want to follow up whether the contractor's been to the property and carried out the work, because I mean, as it's clear, that's just not how things should be done. It's not professional. So we need to work on that relationship and have everything established via the system so that we're on top of things. And it's basically that simple. As you go, I believe this is it. You've been sent it in. I'll show you exactly what it is. Jobs completed, ready for closure. We get that notification, so we're aware of everything, and now we can just contact the customer as said. So it's really that simple. I don't want to make this a long video. I don't want to drag things out. It's pretty much as simple as that, really. The dashboard's here for you to manage and view the status of your issues. As you can see here, it breaks it down: reported issues, awaited invitation for quotes. It's all complicated. We don't require you to send quotes through the system. We don't require you to upload invoices to the system because it just complicates things. Just send it to quotes at plusheat.co.uk. That's quotes with an S at the end. And invoices to finance team at plusheat.co.uk. And other than that, that's it really. That's it in a nutshell. We don't need to complicate it any more than that. If you do have any further questions, please feel free to get in contact. Let us know. We'll be happy to assist you. But the more efficient we can make this process, the more streamlined and simplified, then everything's sort of in place and up to date. If you need to make any leave any comments on the system, as I think I briefly did touch on it, just click on the comment section. If it needs to be to the occupier, if you're going to send a comment to the occupier, I would recommend you select the occupier and you select us so that we're aware that you've sent something through to the customer. And that's basically it. So I'm gonna leave it there because I think I've covered everything, and I appreciate your help. We're always grateful for that. And if you have any further questions, just let us know. Cheers.